Hey, what's going on guys? Sinister Skater here and welcome to episode number 5 of Black Ops 3 Armory Analysis. Today we're going to be taking a look at the perk Fast Hands and the attachment Quickdraw, do a little compare and contrast, and see if they have any little bugs. If you guys remember all the way back in Black Ops 2, if you were a viewer back then or just knew this from general, there was another perk similar to Fast Hands in Black Ops 2 called Dexterity, and Quickdraw did everything that Quickdraw you would expect to do, but it also did pretty much what everyone would expect Dexterity to do as well, so Dexterity was kind of pointless. So I decided to take a look and see if that happens again in Black Ops 3. I will say things have changed since Black Ops 2. Things are a little bit more predictable, but there are a few little hidden things that happen when you use Quickdraw, Fast Hands, and them in combo. So yeah, if you guys have any Black Ops 3 Armory Analysis topics or things you'd like to see me analyze, something versus something, perk I haven't done yet, an attachment, leave them down below in the comments. I'll be sure to look at them. But with that, let's get on to some data. So I've used 2 weapons from each class and tested the aim down sight time, the sprinting to aim down sight time, so how fast it took from you to go from a dead sprint to having your reticle straight in the middle of the screen, and then the sprint to shoot time as well, so how long it took for you to fire a weapon going straight from a sprint. I did this each with the raw weapon, so with nothing on it, with Quickdraw only, Fast Hands only, and then Quickdraw and Fast Hands on together. So in total, we had about 16 different tests for each class, which totaled to about 96 time tests overall, which is a lot of data extraction. So if you did like the video or found it helpful, be sure to leave a like down below. But we're going to start off with the assault rifles, because these give a nice overall look to what each of these, I'm going to call them equipment for this video. So you see the numbers on the screen right now before you. Things to note, a little bit of a color coding going on just to make things a little bit more easy to compare and contrast. Green is showing that primary change, so you can see like in the aim down sight time, Quickdraw makes that primary change, making it decreased. Yellow is showing the crossover, so this is pretty much for using both of the equipment. So the 0.18 seconds for aim down sight carries over from the Quickdraw grip for both of the attachments, and then red is where special magic happens. So you can see the base aim down sight time for assault rifles is 0.25 seconds. The sprint to shoot is 0.3, and so is the sprint to fire being 0.3. Quickdraw will only decrease your base aim down sight time. So when you're standing still, you just aim down sight. It decreases it from 0.25 to 0.18 seconds for the assault rifles. Doesn't change anything else. Fast Hands, while it makes your weapon swap faster, also decreases your sprint to aim down sight time from 0.3 to 0.25, and also changes your sprint to fire time from 0.3 to 0.15 seconds, which is a pretty substantial decrease. Now, when you have Quickdraw and Fast Hands on together, the Quickdraw time carries over for the aim down sight time. The sprint to fire time carries over from the Fast Hands time, but when you look at the sprint to aim down sight time, a little magic happens from these two being combined. They're doing like the fusion dance from Dragon Ball Z or something. The sprint from aim down sight time goes from 0.3 originally all the way down to 0.18 seconds. So like I said, this is pretty much a universal benefit. With Fast Hands and Quickdraw combined, you're getting a decrease in all the times, which makes for a really snappy, quick feel in your engagement, especially when you're going from sprinting to straight firing your gun at an enemy. So I'm going to throw up the SMGs on the screen right now. Follows pretty much the same trend. They're all the numbers. The shotguns are pretty much a hybrid of the assault rifle and LMG times. Same things happening. One thing you might notice is that all the raw base times are 0.25 seconds. Just something to point out. And then pistols, again, same things pretty much happening here. They're just really, really quick. Their times are really short for pretty much everything. Now, something that is a little bit different is the LMGs. These things behave different than all the rest of the weapons in the game. They behave a bit more like the sniper rifles. LMGs and sniper rifles are kind of the same numbers-wise. One thing you might notice is in the raw stats, the sprint to aim down sight and sprint to fire times have been the same for each of the weapons that we've previously seen. If you look at the LMGs, the sprint to fire time is a bit slower. I believe they did this just to make LMGs feel a bit more snappier and a bit more quicker to use, because LMGs are not slow. They don't penalize you with all the slow movement and slow mechanics like previous Call of Duty games. They're actually pretty viable, so that's a change that makes sense to me. Quickdraw does the same thing, except when you go to the aim down sight time. For some reason, Quickdraw reduces your sprint to aim down sight time, which is something that doesn't happen in any of the other tests. Only for the LMGs does Quickdraw reduce your sprint to aim down sight times. Fast Hands does the same thing, and then when you use both of the perks combined, same thing's going on. The only difference with LMGs is that, of course, they're going to be slower, but the Sprint to Fire is a bit faster than the Sprint to ADS at a base, and then Quickdraw, for some reason, affects the Sprint to ADS time as well. And then finally, we have the snipers. Again, snipers don't have quick draw, but they pretty much follow the same numbers as the LMGs. The only change being right here is that with fast hands, your sprint to fire goes from 0.3 to 0.15 seconds. So fast hands may be a perk you want to use if you're trying to quickscope or be a bit more aggressive with a sniper. Just a thought. So that's that. One thing that might be marinating in your mind is, what about Gung-ho? Now, didn't do in-depth tests with Gung-ho, but I just wanted to see in a little comparison. Gung-ho only affects the sprint to shoot time, and it pretty much makes the sprint to shoot time 0.1 seconds for all the classes, give or take a few milliseconds. So you're going to be having a faster sprint to shoot time, as well as having the benefit of being able to hit fire your weapon while you're sprinting, and then throw grenades and equipment while you're sprinting as well, compared to either swapping your weapon faster while getting those decreased times for fast hands, or ADSing faster with quick draw. You don't get those with Gung-ho. You only get to shoot your weapon faster after sprinting, just in case the thought of Gung-ho popped up in your heads when watching this video. But that's that. That's all I know about fast hands and quick draw. They pretty much do as they state in the description, but when you combine them, you get a little bonus in the sprint to aim down sight times. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to leave any Black Ops 3 Armory Analysis ideas or things you want to see analyzed down below in the comments. Be sure to subscribe if you're new for future Black Ops 3 content. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Some Skater, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.